In this trick, at first the spectator selects a random playing card. For example, let's say this one, the 5 of hearts. I'm actually going to take the 5 of hearts and I'm going to leave it wherever it is. And then what I'm going to do is basically I'm actually going to take a handkerchief. Any handkerchief will do. And I'm actually going to cover this entire deck of cards with the handkerchief, just like that. And as I cover it, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put this entire deck of cards inside the handkerchief, just like that. Now at this point, it's very important to seal the opening end of the handkerchief. So this is the handkerchief. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to seal the opening end from where the deck of cards can be taken out. So at this point right now, this entire deck of cards is present inside the handkerchief and it's completely sealed. So you can also see that the deck of cards is inside the handkerchief because it's kind of like a little bit see-through. Now at this point, count with me up to 3. So watch this. 1, 2, 3. And on the count of 3, you could see that I pulled out this playing card from this entire sealed pack. And this playing card is none other than the card that you have selected, the 5 of hearts. And you can see that this handkerchief is still sealed just like it was sealed from beforehand. And if I open up this entire sealed part, you can see that this entire deck of cards is still present inside the handkerchief and there is no holes in it. So that is the trick, and here is how you're gonna do it. This trick is very easy to do. At first, all you have to do is whenever your spectator selects a playing card, you have to control that playing card to the bottom of the deck. For example, let's say if the spectator selects this one, the 10 of spades, all you have to do is just control that 10 of spades to the bottom of the deck. And I would suggest you to use the cull control. That's because it's very deceptive and you have no funny hand movements or anything like that. So basically at this point, after you have controlled the spectator selected card to the bottom of the deck, from there what you're going to do is you're going to use your index finger just to buckle up the card like that. So what you're doing is basically pulling the card towards yourself from the bottom, and what that does is it actually creates a gap between the bottom card and the rest of the deck, and you put your pinky right over here just to maintain that gap. And at this point what you're going to do is you're going to bring out that handkerchief and you're going to cover up this entire deck of cards. So at this point when you bring out the handkerchief and then you cover up this entire deck of cards, all you're doing is at this point you're saying that you're covering up the entire deck of cards, but you're going to put the entire deck of cards inside the handkerchief. So you need to lift the deck of cards in order to put it, because you have to put this part under the deck of cards, right? So for that reason, when you're actually lifting this deck of cards, what you're actually doing is from under the handkerchief, if I can give you an exposed view, all you're doing is you're lifting just the top part of the deck. That means just leaving the bottom card, you're lifting everything up. And then what you're doing is you're just placing this entire handkerchief over the bottom card, and that happens when this entire handkerchief is covering from the top. And since this entire handkerchief is covering from the top, you don't have to do any kind of palming with this hand because this handkerchief covers every single thing from the front. So the spectators, when they're at your front, all you're going to do is basically take this entire top deck, leaving the bottom card, and this actually stays behind this. So nobody is going to suspect. You just take it and you just do like that. So at this point, what happens is their card is right now onto the bottom of this handkerchief. Now at this point, all you're going to do is you're just going to hold the bottom card with these fingers and the top part of the deck with the thumb. And at this point, you're just going to start twisting. Don't twist it very hard, otherwise you're also going to damage the bottom card. So you just twist it a little bit so that it looks like that you have actually sealed. And since you have twisted it like this way, the bottom card, it actually stays in this pocket and it never falls down. So you can hold the deck of cards like that, and make sure you're not twisting it very tightly, otherwise the card is going to come out. So make sure you just twist it a little lightly, and that will do the job. The cards are not going to fall and the bottom card is not going to come out, and this happens automatically. So after you twisted that card, all you need to do is basically hold the bottom card with your thumb. So the thumb is present over here and the other fingers are present over here. And at this point, you're just going to count to 3. And each time you count 1 and 2, at both of those times, you're just going to pretend that you're trying to pull something out. And on the third time, what you're doing is you're sliding this card out with the thumb, and you're doing it so fast that it looks like that it just came out from inside the handkerchief. So when you do that, it looks like that the card just came out, and you're just going to show it to the spectator that it is their card and the other cards are still present inside the Handkerchief, and the Handkerchief and the entire deck of cards is still examinable, so they can have every single thing in their hand. The spectators are going to be shocked because you just performed a solid through solid magic trick. So that's how you're going to do this trick. That's it for this trick. But before ending this video, I just wanted to say that I have a course called The Inception of Card Magic, which is available in the Graphy application. At first the course was for sale, and right now it's gone into the subscription based plan. So whoever has bought it when it was at sale, you're still going to have it. But for those people who haven't got it yet, it has gone into the subscription based plan. And if you go through the first link in the description, you'll get first 7 days free from the Graphy application, and you can watch any courses that are present on the Graphy application, including my one. And after that, if you want to continue your plan, you can use the code Making Impossible just to get a 20% off on the main price, and that will be also for lifetime. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, make sure you like it, and if you're new here, make sure you subscribe so that I can come up with more amazing contents like this one. It's going to actually motivate me. And thanks for watching. Peace.